early life and beginnings. Rio Gavin Ferdinand was born on November 7, 1978, in King's Cross, London, England. Raised in a family with a strong connection to football, Ferdinand's early years were marked by his growing passion for the sport. He showed an interest in football from a young age and quickly rose through the ranks of the local youth football scene. Growing up in the heart of London, Ferdinand was inspired by the success of his football idols and began to develop his skills with local teams. His footballing journey began at Senrab FC, a renowned youth team in East London. Here, Ferdinand honed his skills as a promising defender, earning the attention of top-tier clubs. His talent was undeniable, and his versatility allowed him to play as both a central defender and a midfielder, but it was his defensive skills that stood out and would eventually define his career. The rise through the ranks, West Ham United. Ferdinand's big break came when he joined West Ham United's youth academy in 1992. The club's youth system, known for producing some of the best English talent, was the perfect environment for Ferdinand to develop. He made his first team debut for West Ham United in 1996 at the age of 18, quickly showcasing his composure, technical ability, and intelligence on the field. In his early days at West Ham, Ferdinand displayed the qualities that would later define his playing style, a combination of great strength, excellent positioning, and the ability to read the game. His aerial ability, composed passing, and calmness under pressure stood out, even in his teenage years. Ferdinand's progression through the West Ham ranks was rapid, and he was soon regarded as one of the brightest defensive talents in the country. Breakthrough years at Leeds United. After several impressive seasons at West Ham, Ferdinand caught the attention of Leeds United, who signed him in 2000 for a record fee of £18 million, at the time, the highest fee ever paid for a British defender. The move marked a significant turning point in Ferdinand's career, as he transitioned from a promising youngster to a key figure in the Premier League. At Leeds, Ferdinand's reputation only continued to grow, as he was central to the team's defensive line. During his time at Leeds United, Ferdinand established himself as one of the top defenders in England. His exceptional ability to defend one-on-one, coupled with his distribution from the back, allowed him to play a significant role in the team's attacking build-up as well as their defensive solidity. Despite Leeds' financial troubles, Ferdinand was a standout player, earning admiration across the country for his maturity and composure at such a young age. His performances caught the eye of several top clubs, and it wasn't long before one of the biggest clubs in England came calling. The move to Manchester United. In 2002, Ferdinand completed a move to Manchester United for a then world record fee for a defender, £30 million. This transfer solidified Ferdinand's place among the elite of European football and saw him join one of the biggest clubs in the world. Under the guidance of manager Sir Alex Ferguson, Ferdinand became part of the club's dominant defensive partnership alongside Nemanja Vidic. At Manchester United, Ferdinand quickly became the cornerstone of a defense that helped the club win numerous titles. His athleticism, leadership, and tactical awareness were key components of United's success. The team's defensive solidity, which was central to their dominance in both the Premier League and Europe, was largely thanks to Ferdinand's influence. His partnership with Vidic became one of the most formidable defensive duos in the history of the Premier League, winning the Premier League title in multiple seasons. During his time at United, Ferdinand won numerous domestic and international titles, including the UEFA Champions League in 2008. His contribution to United's treble-winning season, Premier League, FA Cup, and Champions League, in 2008 further cemented his status as one of the top defenders in world football. Ferdinand's ability to read the game, alongside his leadership qualities, made him an indispensable part of the squad. Peak years at Manchester United. Ferdinand reached the peak of his career at Manchester United, where he became an integral part of the team for over a decade. His tenure at the club included winning 6 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups, and the Champions League in 2008, as well as multiple League Cups and Community Shields. Ferdinand was pivotal in Manchester United's domestic dominance, forming one of the most successful defensive partnerships in Premier League history with Nemanja Vidic. Ferdinand's performances during this period were exemplary. He was not just a physically gifted defender but also an intelligent footballer who could read the game better than most. His composure on the ball and ability to launch attacks from defense were key attributes that set him apart from other defenders of his era. His leadership on the field, often wearing the captain's armband, was also a crucial aspect of his success, as he helped Manchester United maintain consistency at the highest level. Challenges and injuries. Despite his success, Ferdinand's career was also marked by a series of injuries that caused him to miss significant periods of play. These injuries, particularly to his back and knee, occasionally kept him sidelined, but Ferdinand's resilience allowed him to bounce back every time. He adapted his playing style as he grew older, relying more on his intelligence and positioning rather than his physicality. While these injuries prevented him from playing every game, Ferdinand's class and ability remained unquestioned. International career with England. Ferdinand's international career with England began in 1997 when he earned his first cap. He went on to represent his country for over a decade, earning 81 caps for the national team. Ferdinand was an integral part of the England squad during multiple international tournaments, including the 2002 and 2006 FIFA World Cups and Euro 2004. His defensive prowess and leadership were key for England. Although the national team's failure to win major international trophies during his tenure was often a subject of criticism, his partnership with other top English defenders, including John Terry and Sol Campbell, was regarded as one of the strongest defensive lineups in English football history. However, despite his individual brilliance, England's inability to achieve success on the international stage, particularly in the World Cup and European Championships, meant that Ferdinand's international career was often overshadowed by disappointment in major tournaments. The later years at Manchester United and retirement. Ferdinand continued to play for Manchester United until 2014, when he left the club after a trophy-laden career. Despite his advancing years, he still had the skill, experience, and intelligence to perform at a high level. However, injuries and the rise of younger defenders at United meant that Ferdinand's playing time became limited towards the end of his career. He joined Queen's Park Rangers for a brief spell in 2014 before announcing his retirement in 2015. Legacy and post-retirement. Rio Ferdinand's legacy as one of the best defenders in Premier League history is undeniable. His blend of physical attributes, footballing intelligence, and leadership made him one of the most respected central defenders of his generation. He was inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame in 2020, an acknowledgement of his incredible career at the highest level of English football. Post-retirement, Ferdinand has transitioned into a successful media career, working as a football pundit and analyst for various platforms. He also pursued business ventures and was involved in charity work. Ferdinand's contributions to football continue to be recognized, and he remains a highly influential figure in both English football and globally. Conclusion. Rio Ferdinand's career is one of extraordinary consistency, talent, and achievement. From his early days at West Ham United to his iconic years at Manchester United, Ferdinand's legacy as a defender who could combine strength, elegance, and intelligence on the ball has left a lasting mark on the world of football. His trophy-laden career, including multiple Premier League titles, FA Cups, and a UEFA Champions League title, speaks volumes about his skill and professionalism. Beyond the pitch, his influence continues to be felt, as he remains a key voice in the footballing world.